Welcome to Challenge Forex. My name is Steve, and join me as I search for the best strategy for passing a prop firm challenge. And my plan for prop firms is simple. I'm trying to do it without the high cost. So if I can pass a 10K challenge, the cost would be around $79 for that one, as opposed to around $500 for a 100K account. And a lot of people go straight out with their first account challenge and try to make it with spending $500 to get a 100K account. If you fail that one 2 or 3 times, you've spent $1,000, $1,500 or $2,000 before you even make a profit. But my plan is simple. If I can pass a 10K challenge, I should be able to do the same with a 100K account. So while 100K accounts cost a lot more, a 10K account is only around about $79 roughly, depending on which prop firm you go with. I think FTMO is a bit more expensive, like around $150, but for others like the Fivers and FXify, looking at maybe around $79 roughly for that one. Now, I think it's a bit crazy to actually spend $500 on a prop firm challenge and not knowing if you can win or not, if you've got a good strategy. But that's why I think using a smaller account like 10K is a lot more affordable. It doesn't matter then if I have to buy 5 or even 10 accounts before I actually pass and make a profit and then get my 100K account. Now let's have a look at the indicators we're using for today's test, and the rules are simple based on the prop firm challenge rules. We've got a profit target of 10%, we've got a maximum loss of 10%, and we've got a daily loss limit of 5%. Some prop firms have 4% daily loss limit, but the trading that we're doing, we're not going to risk either of those anyway. Maximum we're losing in a day is 2%, and we're going to risk 2% per trade to actually gain 3% profit. And I'm thinking that we will either win fast or lose fast and then get onto our next account. So the strategy we're using is the 5 EMA strategy, and the EMAs are simple. It's a 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25, and we're looking for the EMAs to fan out, such as this here, to show us that we've got a strong trend, and pull back to the EMAs, for example here, a pullback and then a close above the EMAs again for an entry point. So in this particular case, the entry would be about 40, the stop loss would be about 40 pips, the take profit would be 60, and we actually would have just made a profit on this one. We've got a 77 take profit on this one, so we would have actually passed on this first example here before it would have actually been stopped out if we didn't make it on the target. Another example we're looking at here is, we can see we're on an upward trend here. We've got a pullback here to the EMAs. It looks a little bit different when the chart is sort of a bit, a bit stretched out like this, but the example is correct. We've got here, for example, a pullback to the EMAs and then a close above the EMAs. So the entry would be here. That is about a 12 pip stop loss. We'd probably set it for about 18 pips just to get a little bit below to make a bit of room. And take profit would be around about 28 or 29. We've actually made it here at about 60, 66, 68 pips. So that's how it goes for the setups. So let's get started with the strategy test. We're going to use the US Canadian for this example. I've set the date for September 2023, and the good thing about using software like this is you can pick any sort of random date to test your strategy and see if you can actually get a result that actually works out well, and then use it for live trading afterwards. I've set commission for $7 per lot. That is what this particular broker charges, which is AXI, and prop firms are probably similar. Some of them are going to be charging around about $7. some maybe 5. I don't think there's any as low as 2, but I figured that we will take this into account. When I set my take profit, we add 1 extra pip to cover the cost of the commission. Okay, let's get started, and we've got a 1 hour chart for trading, and the 1 hour chart's great because it means we don't have to sit in front of the screen all day waiting for a setup. We can just trade at specific times of day. For me, the setups need to be probably in the Asian or ideally the beginning of the London session. I already have my template saved, ready to get started. And when we see double lines like this, that just shows that it's a Sunday, so we can see here that it's the beginning of the week. I won't actually put any trades on a Sunday, but let's get started, look for our first setup. So the plan being we either win fast or lose fast based on 2% risk and 3% take profit. Okay, this looks like the first setup. That's about 13 pips there. I'll make the stop loss a little bit bigger, like about 18, and 50% extra for our take profit, so that would be 27 pips, but I'll add 1 to make that 28 pips to cover for the commission costs. Okay, this looks like another setup here as well. I wouldn't be taking that one though, because that would actually be in the New York session towards the end of the day, so it's a bit late for me in the middle of the night. So first trade actually worked out well, and you can see here we're actually up 3% already. With the software we can actually get a chart up as well as statistics. So let's just set the graph here just to watch it now as we trade. And we're only going to have 1 trade per day. Reason being, we're only risking 2% per day, and we're not going anywhere near the 4 or 5% limit. Okay, so far we've had 1 win and 1 loss, but we're still in front by almost 1%. So far going well. We are up 4.89%. Now up 8%. We've only had, I think it was only 1 loss so far. But no, we might have had 2 losses, I think. The rest of them are wins, so all good. Another loss. Okay, currently at 9%. So if we had a profit target of 8% to pass our phase 1, we would have actually passed already. But for this one, we're actually going for 10%. So let's see if we can reach that one soon. And here we go, we've reached it now, 12%, 12.31% gain. So we've had 2 losses and 1 loss, so 3 losses in total. We can look at our closed trades. It only took us 9 trades to actually pass phase 1. And phase 2 is going to be really easy with this strategy, I'm thinking, because we're only aiming for a profit target of 5%. You know, we can do that in just 2 trades if we have 2 consecutive wins. So let's have a look at the stats. So we've got here 1,230. Our target was only 1,000. We had 6 profiting trades and 3 losing trades, total of 9 in total. That's a really high win percent. I think it's about 66% or something. So let's go 6 divided by 9 times 100. And yeah, 66.66% win rate, so that's pretty good. And profit factor is the other important thing. If we can get about 1.5 or higher, we're doing great. So this is 2.91, so it's almost double. So that's all we need to look at for today. So I think we have a pretty good strategy here. And either of the strategies, this one with the 5 EMAs or the previous one I tested with the EMA 20 and 50 and using the RSI as a filter or trend direction, I think either one of these is okay for passing prop firm challenges. And I think we might almost be ready to actually do a prop firm challenge and record the results to see how we go. So watch out for my future videos. I'm going to record when I start my prop firm challenge, and like I said before, the aim is to pass the prop firm challenge, phase 1, phase 2, get a payout, aim for around about a $500 payout if I can, so that I can use that money to purchase my first 100k account. So watch out for my next video, hit the like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for any new videos. Thank you.